Hi, Lee Phillips here. Yep, I'm still an attorney. Yep, I'm still a counselor to the United States Supreme Court. Somebody asked if I was an attorney the other day, so I'm saying it, all right? Let me talk about how long a trustee has to distribute assets out of the trust. So the grantor, mom, dad, die. The son takes over, daughter takes over as trustee. How long do they have to distribute the assets from the trust? And the answer is there isn't any set time schedule. They have as long as they need, basically. Now, the other kids, the beneficiaries, are going to be chomping at the bit. I want my money, I want my money, I want my money. But the trustee has to read the trust. And often in the trust, it will say that we're going to distribute a third of the child's share of assets upon my death. And 5 years later, we'll distribute half of what's left. And 5 years after that, we'll distribute the rest of it. Now, the fact of the matter is, these trusts can go on for decades. In my living trust, I've got a number of LLCs. The trust owns the LLC, and those LLCs own investment real estate. I'd actually encourage my kids to keep the trust in place, manage the LLCs, and rent the real estate. They have an income forever, basically. If they're managing the real estate, why sell it, dump it? It's appreciating. So I envision my trust as going on for decades. And it's certainly possible that could happen. Now, as the income comes in, the trustee has to keep enough money in the trust accounts to take care of all of its obligations. Mom and dad dies, and the kids go in, they demand the money, the trustee zeroes out the bank accounts, distributes all the money. I've still got the house sitting here. I've got to have it appraised. I've got to mow the lawn. I've got to do all of this stuff for the house. The trustee can't send out all of the money. The trustee needs to keep enough money back to make sure that they have the obligations covered. Otherwise, they're going to be in big trouble. Yeah, I understand the kids are screaming, I need my money, I need my money, I need my money. But the trustee has an obligation to take care of the trust assets for the benefit of the trustee, of the beneficiaries. That is not for the demand of the beneficiaries. It's for the benefit of the beneficiaries. So the trustee is obligated to do what is best for the ultimate beneficiary's benefit. And that may be sell a house immediately. It may be that there's a down market this year. It may be that it's rent the house and sell it in 3 years. So I can't say how long a trustee has to distribute the trust assets. Now, trustee's going to have to file a 1041 tax return every year, and they've got to do all of this stuff. So they've got to keep money to pay the accountant to file a 1041. The trustee has to have operating capital. They can't just pay it all out at once, even though the kids are screaming, I need my money, I need my money. And by the way, I see it totally every time. The greed of an individual reaches its pinnacle at the death of his or her mom and dad. It never fails, people. So as trustee, you're fighting, pushing against the wind, so to speak, but you do what the trust says, and then you use your judgment to do that which is long-term, short-term, which is best for the beneficiaries. That's your job as trustee. And by the way, you need to be conservative, because if you lose money, that's on you. So be conservative, keep money back, operate this trust. You're basically operating it as a little business. Now, it's not a business, it's a trust. I understand all of that. But you can think of it as a business, and you have to have operating capital to run the business. So Lee Phillips answering the question, how long does a trustee have? I don't know. Make sure you get my freebie. It's a 20-page free book on how to use a trust. It's great. It'll be instantly downloaded to you or sent to you on PDF, so you can figure out and read more about how to use a trust. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to love us and like us and do whatever else they do on YouTube. This is Lee Phillips talking about how long a trustee has to distribute the assets.